What immediate steps should the Department of Agriculture take to prepare for the looming food crisis? That big question and more with outgoing Department of Agriculture Secretary William Dar. Secretary Dar, welcome to the big story. Secretary Dar? May problema po tayo sa audio?
Ruby and Gretchen, magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. Good evening.
Magandang gabi po, Secretary Dar. Secretary Dar, as you know, the incoming president has to guide the country out of a health crisis. He has to move us out of an economic crisis, revive the industry, and so on. How big of a challenge is he deciding to take on directly by taking on the agriculture portfolio?
Well, we see this as a, strategic move of the president to be at the helm of the Department of Agriculture. And we welcome this decision by the president. This is the brand of political will that we have been advocating since we took over in 2019. And so we are really ready to brief him and give him all the necessary plans and programs so that we can take off in a big way while handling this looming food crisis.
As people pin their hopes on this decisive, as you said, and courageous move on the part of the incoming president, he will also have to manage expectations in the first 100 days, given that a lot of the factors for the food crisis are also external. What are some realistic targets that he can promise and deliver on in 100 days?
Well, number one, we have an action plan to mitigate the impacts of the Ukraine war. That has to be properly be funded. Of course, we have started realignment of our budget for 2022, but we need additionally 24 billion to make it possible that we are able to mitigate such impacts. And if I have to point out, these are fertilizer subsidies, fuel subsidies, urban, peri-urban agriculture, local feeds formulation and production, aquaculture and mariculture fisheries, and food mobilization, among many others. So this is a very urgent agenda for the next 100 days. On top of this is also to now start reforming the agency, issuing executive orders like transferring Food Terminal Incorporated to the Department of Agriculture, creating, for example, a Bureau of Agri-Industry Cooperatives Development, because farm consolidation is a major strategy that would bring into collective action farmers in various municipalities, and so on. There is a long-term agenda also in place. So it's such an important part now in the history of the country to really put in place all these fundamentals so that we can weather the storm, so to speak. During this crisis, we are able to survive and now set the growth with which we can unlock the potential of Philippine agriculture.
Okay, Secretary Dar, maraming salamat po. That was outgoing Agriculture Secretary William Dar. We will continue that conversation on the chiefs immediately after the big story.